Okay, Daniel from Beaumont Traders here. Today I also traded paper, not real money. It looks like this may be the last day I'm trading paper because new month starting next week, and I'm gonna go live starting Tuesday. Monday is a holiday, Labor Day. So what did I do today? Today, the bear and bull traders was watching Marvel. Marvel is right here. And they were long biased on it. And this is a daily chart for Marvel. I believe it gapped up a little bit. Actually, it may not have gapped up a little bit, but they were green on. They were long biased on it. So what did I do? The market. This is a 1 minute chart for Marvel. It opened at 9:30 around here. It went up a little bit and wicked up and down for the first minute, but when the high of the first minute was broke on the second minute, I went long on it, 1,000 shares, and then I sold half of my position when it went up to around 24.45, and then it tanked. It tanked a little. It tanked, and I added because it was trying to reverse back from this area. A couple of times I went long again, and I sold. So it was good. It was a green trade, and then what did I do? Then I said, okay, maybe this is a top that it wasn't able to go through, and then I went short on it. I went short at around 24.34. It went up against me. I did not cover my position. I should have covered at the high of the day, which is around 24.48, but I just stared at it. It went against me, squeezed me. I was red on it, which is wrong. That's not what I was supposed to do. But then it kind of double topped a little bit, and then I added on the way down. I covered. So if you can see at this trade, the long trade was green, $522, and the short trade, although was not managed properly, I should have cut out my loss when I could, but somehow it turned out to be okay. So it was a green trade. Again, this is paper, doesn't mean I made that money, but I made paper money. So what did I learn from here? So the first 5 minutes, it was up and down. It was indecisive. It wasn't sure where it wanted to go. I should have waited for the first 5 minutes, but I went long at the second minute. I sold half of my position, and then I added when it went down. I added right here when it went down, and then I sold my positions on the way up. I was thinking maybe this is going to be a top. Why did I think that? I don't know. That's a mistake. I shorted. It went against me. I added and covered. Eventually, it worked out fine, but there was no reason to short it when it was on an uptrend right here. So I shorted somewhere here. I don't know why I shorted because this is the opening range, the 5 minute opening range. It broke through it. Why would I go short, right? But I went short. It was making a new 5 minute high. There was no reason to short. If anything, I should have shorted somewhere here because this is a double top. I could have gotten right here when it made when it couldn't go through the top of the day, right on the top of the day, or somewhere here, and it could have been a really good risk to reward because my exit would be at the high of the day, and then I would just write it down all the way to wherever it has to go. So that's Marvel. The second trade I took was AMD. Again, another horrible trade that worked out. AMD, as you can see from here, it was a short trade, $250. What did I do? The opening range for 5 minutes, I would probably explain what the opening range means. I learned it from Bear Bull Traders, but this is a 5 minute chart candle at the open. So again, it's very indecisive, very long wicks on top at the bottom of the candle. But again, I'm a short biased. For some reason, I think things are going down, that things are gonna break down. And another thing that increased my conviction to shortlist stock was the SPY. SPY, as you can see from here, this is the indicator of the market sentiment. The 5-minute, if you can see the 5-minute for SPY gapped up a little bit, actually gapped up huge, as you can see, but then the first 5 minutes, the opening range, it was breaking down, opening range breakdown. So I thought maybe AMD will go with SPY. So what did I do? I shorted it right here when it was strong, when volume was there, which is a mistake. I shorted it, it went up against me, of course, and then I added, it started to go down, it didn't break VWAP, again it started to squeeze up. I still held, did not sell. This is a mistake again. Why do I hold? That's something I want to get rid of from my trading techniques. So the first 5 minutes, it was indecisive. It broke the first 5 minutes. I shouldn't have gotten in a short position. If anything, I could have gotten long because this is opening range break up. But then I went short before it broke the first 5 minutes. Actually, I went short thinking it would tank with SPY, but then it went up. I added because it looked like it was showing a double top. So this wicks kind of convinced me that it was eventually going down. I added again when I saw this wick. It went down. I covered. So this was a green trade also, as you can see from here. AMD, $250. So what was the mistake here? The mistake is I should have waited 5 minutes. So when this is very indecisive, cannot decide where it wants to go, there's no reason to get into a position long or short. But then when it broke the 5 minutes opening range of the body of the candle, I could have gotten long. If anything, I shouldn't have gotten short on it. So it went up. It was really strong. Look at this 5-minute candle, very strong. I added. Why? Mistake. But then here it started kind of to slow down a little bit. This was the place to get in a short position and then cover on the way down. So that's AMD. ALXN was a very small trade. LXN, as you can see on the daily chart, it gapped down, so it was failing. So it gapped down huge. It went up the first few minutes because this is probably people who were short on it covering at the open, so it goes up, but then it goes to its natural place, which is lower. So I shorted here when it couldn't break anymore, and then I covered on the way down right here. A very small trade, about, I don't know, maybe 100 shares, but then $90. The last trade I did was on Dell. Dell also gapped up. Dell gapped up huge. People were making money on it. Again, I'm a short bias trader, but still, when I saw this strong, the first 5 minutes was broken. This was a beautiful opening range breakup set up from bear bull traders. You wait for 5 minutes, you look at the candle, and if it breaks the high of the first 5-minute candle, then you go long with it. That's the strategy of opening range breakup or breakdown. In this case, breakup. So I could have gotten long in here. Some people did. It went up, but then I stared at it all the way up here. But then I said, oh, it's going up. Let me go short or long on it. I went long, went down a little bit. I covered my position. So that was my Dell trade. I covered, and then I tried it again. It didn't go. I closed my position again. So the loss on it was not really huge, $58, very nicely controlled one. But if you have to go long or short after the first 5 minutes, please wait to see what happens relative to the first 5-minute candle. If the first 5 minutes is strong green and it's breaking that candle in the 6th minute or after, you go along with it. And then it's at VWAP. The purple line is a VWAP here. the yellow and the red you can ignore for now. They are the exponential moving average for 18 minutes, and the simple moving average for 200 is the, exponential moving average for 9 minutes is the red one. So it was at VWAP, breaking the 5-minute candle. I could have gotten long. If anything, if you want to go short, please do not go short in the first 5 minutes when a stock has got up huge. So eventually it didn't work out. I could have gotten short when I saw this double top, or maybe when it's making a lower 5-minute candle, but I didn't. I just stared at it. So that was a trade of the day. Next week we start real money, real business, live trade with real money. So we'll see what happens. I'm gonna start really small, and I'm gonna tell you exactly what my trades have been, will be. If you have any questions, any comments, something you don't understand from what I'm saying, please leave a comment below, and we'll see if we can clarify things for you. Other than that, I hope everything is okay. We will continue trading until we get financially independent. Have a good day.